like a criminal.
And Diamond, seeing that all his shit going to hell, reaches out to Tommy for a meet. And meet they do, somewhere out in the open. And they get to chit-chatting, a little lollygagging chit-chatting. I don't know what the they got to talk about, trying to see what's what. But ain't no sunshine when he's gone, JP that is. Ain't no sunshine. Ain't nothing gonna make that shit right. Except Jenard's head stuffed on a wall above his fireplace and shit, It's clear, based on that conversation, that they ain't gonna agree on how peace is achieved here. Ain't no motherfucking peace. Ain't no truce. Tommy pieced the up out of there. Meanwhile, goddamn CBI hiding out at a goddamn church and shit. These mofos was handing out guns like they was at a goddamn soup kitchen and shit, serving up that chicken noodle. Jenard roll up and they tell his ass that little Marshall got smoked. Jenard was mad as a mofo. Shit, I would have been too. He like, all of that. That was my little hitter. And he pieced the up out of there in a huff. Couldn't find Tommy. Said his mama gonna have to do. Caught her ass coming out the goddamn cut rate. Kate love a goddamn fifth of anything. Got to choking her ass, Pulled the gat out. Was about to smoke Kate boots, My Kate got saved by the sound of some popo sirens, Tommy get back to the crib. Hears about the melee, Realizes it was Jenard ass, who just tried to take out he mama. And they pack up and move the set to Miguel's spot, Get over to Miguel's and get to planning Jenard's goddamn funeral in spectacular fashion. Cause Shanti got Raheem, the inside man in CBI, So they gonna get that drop on him. And get that drop on him, they mother do. But not before Diamond and Jenard get that last rap, that last kumbaya, that last tender moment. Tender love, love so tender, bringing me close to you. Y'all motherfuckers don't know what the I'm talking about. Diamond tell his ass, regardless of the dumb shit that been happening, whatever is next in store for CBI, well, you my motherfucking little brother, and we in this shit together, as brothers for life. Got a little emotional in that. Got a little emotional up in that piece, didn't it? My Jenard hearing he been needing to hear for a goddamn minute now, like this mofo was plotting to kill Diamond ass not so long ago. Diamond told Jenard how he was sorry that he chose Tommy over him, But this time, this moment of reflection, appreciation, goddamn devotion would be cut short. Because on the other side of the goddamn church, the inside man, motherfucker Raheem, minimized the security, stationed at the church doors. This mofo was handing out spike goddamn waters to all the cats at the entrances and shit, you know. He like the AC broke up in this. Y'all need to stay hydrated. Drink the up. Like these mofos was about to run a goddamn 3K and shit, you know. These bitches must have had a goddamn group drinking shit, you know. Mofos must have had a goddamn water toast and all of that. Because next thing Raheem knew, everybody was laid out. You know, after the coast was clear, waved Tommy and crew through. He like, come on, players. No sergeant at arms. No alarm at the goddamn gate. And Tommy and crew come up in that piece blasted, you know. Before it was all over, Tommy delivered that fatal shot aimed at Jenard, received by Diamond as he hopped in the way to save his brother, you know, one last time. Funny thing is, as Diamond had explained to Jenard during their little rap, that he lived trying to keep him close to him, you know, protected as much as he could. And he died the same goddamn way. I mean, I'm assuming he gonna die. He looked like a goddamn goner to me, deader than a mother, you know. It's funny how life works like that, you know. But that's what brothers do, right? Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Salute.